staying in my room until I regain everything that I lost. This is truly going to be a journey. It's going to be a fun one because not everybody knows too many things about me, right? A lot of success that you see in everybody's environment is the proof of past previous success. So like the chains and the things that I have and the rings and the watches and the things that I wear is proof of past previous success. But I'm starting to view life every day as a new chapter. Sometimes, some people don't want to keep attaching themselves to old failures and old success. There was a lot of things that came with getting these things. There was a lot of hardship, a lot of pain, a lot of struggle, a lot of relationships broke and lost, a lot of things that just happened mentally, life, everything happening, right? So now I think I'm on a new journey, on a new pathway of rebuilding everything that I lost during those times, right? Because everybody knows getting to a certain level or getting to a certain mental state, it first truly comes from dedicating yourself to something, but then on top of that, dedicating yourself in a way where you understand that some things has to be sacrificed. Some things has to leave for you to enter into that new journey. You have to let some things go. So I think I'm in a journey of letting my old previous success go. Everybody wants to keep holding on to old previous success. What we did in high school, what we did back then. How's we back then? How's we back then? Where are we at now? Where's everybody at mentally now? Where's everybody's success now? So I'm in a truly different mode of different area of truly just rebuilding everything that was lost. And I'm staying in this room until I do. So you will constantly see this same environment because this is very, very true. And I really, really mean this. I'm not leaving here until I rebuild every single thing that was lost. Relationships, family bonds, money, previous success, cars, clothes, all of the connections that we had, all of the connections that I had within myself, everything that it took for me to get to this place, I'm now rebuilding. I think everybody should join on the journey. I really, truly, why not? You should start to rebuild every single thing that I'm building right now. I'm telling you ahead of time. So if you're seeing this as I post it, you're one of the lucky few. A lot of people won't even see this the first day that I posted. A lot of people will see this probably days after. But every day is a new chapter. Think of this like a book. Every single video from now on will be a new chapter of the page of rebuilding this story or this arc or whatever you want to call it. View this as an arc. On the training anime arcs where lately, you know what? I'm being very, very transparent. When I was studying and looking at my own YouTube videos, I ran by, this for my anime nerds. I'm not a nerd, but I know a lot of people turn to anime nerds. I kept seeing it. JoJo's Bizarre Adventure. I've never watched it before. I kept seeing it. I'm like, man, I'm trying to study my own videos. I'm trying to get my feedback from my videos. And I kept seeing JoJo's Bizarre Adventure. I was like, man, you know what? Let me click on it and see what is Steady talking about. And I ended up watching probably an episode or two. I ended up watching episodes of it. And it kind of ties into what I'm saying. How the success that the previous people had was now based upon the first future generation to handle the old trauma and pain. It kept getting passed down from each character, right? And I was just starting to wonder, I was like, this is exactly what's happening to us. We're fighting a lot of battles of our past previous success. A lot of the success that you had previously has got you here. See, people don't think too much about the chains and these things, but there's proof of previous success. But we have to leave previous success alone. Let's start to move in the future, rebuilding. How about that? How can let everybody start to say, you know what? I want to rebuild I want to break and tear down my body and rebuild it from scratch. That's the only way how you get stronger. But the more you want to hold on to that old body, then guess what? That old body stays the same. So this is why I'm like, let's rebuild everything. But I'm going to do it here. I'm going to do it here. What a lot of people sit and say, oh, let's rebuild everything. We can rebuild it in the future. We can rebuild it when next year. We can rebuild it on our New Year's revolution, or on our birthday. We can rebuild, or the next holiday. No. Oh, when I get paid. No. Do it now. Everything starts in here. Start now. Because I'm starting now. I'm restarting. Every single day, I want you to understand that we restart every single day. It's fresh. It's a fresh new chapter. Every day is a chapter in your book. It depends on how are you going to write it. How are you going to keep writing the chapters in your own book? Every single day you write a chapter in your own book. How will your book look at the end of your life? When you're sitting on your deathbed, when you recollect all the thousands of chapters of every day, because we have a finite amount of human days, and it's like at least thousands of days. How many chapters we have on our deathbed? And how can we sit and say, I did the right thing? I woke up. I didn't live a hedonistic life. I tried my best to keep my head in books and study, train. Tried my best to stay out the way. Tried my best to live a fantastic life, leave wealth for future generations I tried to build. I think everybody should keep building, or sit down and truly sit and say, you know what, I want to build from now on. I remember when I first got in this phase. It was a certain man when he first got in his phase. Before he got in this phase, I'm going to explain the parable and then I'm going to explain me after. When he got in this phase, the previous phase before, he didn't understand nothing. He didn't understand anything about the world. He didn't understand nothing. But as he started to progress throughout life and started to understand more about the world, he started to recognize that all his years before was just play. He just played around. You know how when you're a kid and then one day you just wake up, you don't know when, but you start to recognize, whoa, life is life. When you're a kid, you just lollygagging around, right? Things just happening. But then one time it hit, you start to think like, whoa, life is life. Like there's real pain. There's real sadness. There's real people have to die. There's Santa Claus ain't real. Tooth Fairy ain't real. And everything just starts to break down and shambles because you were lied to your entire life. He was lied to his entire life. This certain man in this parable, he was lied to his entire life until he started to find the truth. When he found the truth, it set him free. And he went and embarked upon a journey and he started to build. He started to build every day. And people started to gravitate towards him more and more. And they started to build as well. And it was all one big conglomerate to where everybody was starting to be successful in the empire. Right? And that's how life works. Start small. Every day is a small win. Every day is a small compacted win. And those who show up every day, it's impossible to fail. The law of compounding interest, the laws of God, the laws of the universe is fixed in place so that you can get it. Everything is here for us to use. Why not wake up every day and use the laws that's there for us to use? We can sit up and wake up every single day. We can wake up and say, you know what, I'm going to do this today. We can go do it. So this is why I think everybody should start to rebuild. And personally, I'm staying in this room until I rebuild everything. And you're going to see the progress and whoever else come. They're going to see each video is the new chapter. Like, whoa, stuff is starting to change. And all of a sudden, one day I'm going to pop out and I'm going to say, everything that I was doing was working. So if you want to be a part of it, you know where to find me. Link is in the description. The free Telegram is there if you want to be a part of this journey of rebuilding. Now, obviously, those that do not gather with me are scattered abroad. This is how life works. So if you're not gathering with me, you don't get to partake in the reward. He who have ears to hear, let him hear. It said a righteous man will receive a righteous man reward. If it said if you give someone a cup, if someone take a cup of cold water in the name of a disciple, you receive a disciple's reward. So understand, if we build together, if we work together, everything can be done. Now, even if you don't even want to build, if you don't even truly know what I mean, just stay tuned. Just stay tuned. You'll see what I mean. But staying in my room until I regain everything that was lost and took from me. One last thing I'm going to leave you with. God addeth and God taketh away. I'm not trying to be spiritual and all of that, but this is truth. You have to understand that the spiritual is the only thing that's practical. Our thoughts is spiritual. Action is spiritual. All of it is spiritual. I view the physical world as something spiritual. Everything in here was a thought. Someone thought about this, and thought is invisible, right? Somebody popped up in their brain and said, you know what? I want to create a camera. I want to create a microphone. I want to create something. Started as a thought. It started invisible. So I want you to start to rebuild as I rebuild. God addeth and taketh away. He will take some things away, especially on the path onward and upward. Everything that God took from me, I will sit here until I regain it. Just to show God his creation. I'm worthy and capable. And you should believe that same thing. You should sit and say, I'm worthy and capable, and I will sit here and I will do the same thing he's doing. And I'm not stopping, and I'm staying here until I regain everything that was lost and took from me. And that's how life starts to come about.